All right, guys, let's get started. Good morning. Happy Freedom Friday. Let's get things going. This is Alliance Attractors. We meet every Friday, 9 o'clock. We talk attraction. Today's the day. We focus a little bit about on growth, on financial freedom, on building an organization. We just came back, a couple of us just came back from a mastermind that EXP hosts every quarter. Okay. It's with the top 250 teams, the top 250 individual producers, and the top 250 attractors. It's by invitation only. You're not allowed to bring any guests, and it is absolutely amazing. We had all the C-suite people come. We had guest speakers and people just sharing tactics, strategies, vision. We heard from Leo multiple times and just incredible. Okay, and I'll give you some of the things that we had that we got from that mastermind. Hopefully Mario was there and I was able to hang out with his team. That was super cool. We went out to dinner, uh, had some went to a Brazilian steakhouse, got to meet some of the team. And I'm super grateful for being able to come to San Antonio and hang out with you guys. All right. So what I want to do is I want to get this started with some wins, set this thing up, and I want to hear from you. What's working for you? What's happening this week? Jump in the game, guys.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Sergio, part of the TVG group. One thing
Sergio.
that's
All
been
right.
yeah, so one thing that's been working for me, slowly but surely, I've been liking people's posts, and Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and commenting on them. And I started sending them messages, even though they don't reply yet, but I'm starting to see them like my stuff, when I post them. So it's a small turn to the wheel, but it takes time, right? But I mean, that's one thing that's kind of kicking off to work.
That it's something that's so simple, so small, but it's
Yes.
intentional, right?
Right, 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 right. A hundred
Man,
percent.
keep it up. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Something that we could all do.
Yep.
Right? You
Thank
know
you.
what's crazy? That's something that our CEO, Leo Perea, does. Right?
Nice.
He goes, how many of you guys have received some interaction from me on your social media, on your post, on your stories? And people in the room raise their hands, and he goes, guys, that's me. Right? I don't have anybody else doing that. That's me. And I come in and I'm intentional when I do it. I go in, I interact with my people, and then I get out. I don't doom scroll. I don't get caught in that stuff, but I'm focused and it's me. And it's such a big part of us building that community. Somebody was at this mastermind. They said, you need to be friends with everybody, all the agents in your market. Know what they're up to, right? On Facebook, you could still create those lists so you could keep an eye out. You get notifications when they're putting things up, right? What else, guys? Who else has something that they're grateful for, a blessing, a win? What happened this week?
I'll go ahead. I'll share, bro. I have my camera off because I'm in
Yeah,
the middle of a workout. So it was a
awesome.
blessing to meet you. It was great hanging out with y'all. It was awesome that it was in San Antonio and y'all were able to visit. One of my wins is we threw a big event, and that's gonna be one of our other activities for agent attraction is having big events, getting with leadership. I talked to Tony King, and we're gonna start doing one a quarter at least. But we threw a big event, took advantage that Leo, Veronica, and Jay were gonna be out here in San Antonio. So right before the mastermind started, we threw an event for our organization, But from that, we let our leaders bring in guests, and we have at least 12 agents that are going to be joining just from that event itself. And these are agents that we've been working on. One is actually a broker that's been in the business since 1999. We've been working on them for a minute, and just by going to the event and seeing how humble and how great our CEO is, seeing how our partners are, it was immediate for them to say, we have one that's signing an LOI today. So it's like, it wasn't more of, hey, are you going to join? It was like, hey, I need to join now. How do we get in? So it was really nice on the event side where it's like, hey, we do the heavy lifting, we do the work, like Sergio was saying, the activities he does on social media, like we're doing all that. And now with the events, it's nice because it's not as pushy. Hey, come learn from our CEO, come learn from our partners, come see the vibe, come see our culture. And if it works for you, great. We're here so you can join. If it doesn't, at least you left with some knowledge. So it was really nice because I feel like with those agents that are going to join, we put in that footwork and it was so easy to bring them on after the event.
Totally. Mario, I'm watching it right now. And by the way, can you tell Art that first of all, incredible that I was able to meet him at the dinner, but I just want to compliment him on how he managed the emceeing and asking Leo the questions. He was just amazing, right? He deserves to be on stage. Just let him know, okay?
Yes. Yes. No,
Uh,
Art is an amazing MC, man. Like we're blessed to have him with us.
yeah, super cool. I'm so happy that I got to watch that. Whoever recorded that and got that over to me, I think it was Daniel Eng.
Yeah,
Just
Daniel did an amazing job.
yeah, just the community came together for that event, and you were it was brilliant to kind of piggyback that, during the time when you had all the leadership come in, right?
Facts.
So Leo, Veronica, Jay, they were all in the room, and Leo just absolutely killed it. He was fire. Okay.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and
Yes. Yes.
so good, so good. And then Mario was on stage day three. Was it day two or day three? But he
He
was
was.
on the panel. Ooh, that was good, man. That was good.
Thank you, bro.
You, yeah, it was absolutely amazing. He was there with, Rich Tomasini, Bill Price, Todd Denman. We had two of the OGs there, Rich Tomasini and Bill Price. Those guys built their business on events. The little EXP explainers, stuff that we could all do. And he was like, it wasn't perfect when we started. It was a mess, but we did it. And they built it that way. And then you had Todd Denman. Todd was the number one team in Compass, number one mega team in Compass. He gave them 750,000 his last year before he moved over to EXP. And then Mario was there, whoo, just killing it, bringing the fire. It was just absolutely amazing. Let everybody know his goal. He made a declaration in front of everybody. He was like, I'm going to 500. And I'm going there quick. Let's see. What else do we have? Go ahead. Any other blessings from the group?
I I do. I was showing my hand. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see. No, how are you?
Good. Sorry, I just joined. Super blessing for me. I have two conversation. One of my actually a follower, her and her mom been follow me for like I don't know. She said about a year. And she finally made the decision. She used to be a loan officer, and she was looking for somebody to be somebody to bring her this spirit of dedication and working. So she's been on this undecision time, and she finally get the courage to call me and say, hey, I'm getting my license and I want to actually work with you. I want to be part of whatever you are into. I don't care where you are. And I was like so happy because I didn't know that people really follow you and didn't figure out that, you create connections and people talk to you like they know you forever. And she actually was talking to me about what had happened on the videos in the entire year. And she's like, you were doing this and moving here and doing that. And I was
He's
like, wow.
watching.
Yeah. And I'm so happy because I know she doesn't bring yet on the table anything because she's a new, but just to have a, I feel so happy that somebody at least is making decisions based on the videos. So she's looking to buy as well, but she will do it when her mom is looking to buy, and they're calling other friends, share my story with them. So it is more than just attraction for me. It's like I feel so good that somebody's taking different step in their life just because they want to have and do what other people do. So I'm so happy. I never feel that way. And then I have my another person that she also is bringing her new license and is coming to work as well with me. She wants to do exactly what I do. So I'm so happy for that as well. And regarding the regular business, amazing being under contract, pass inspections, getting more referral clients. So I haven't stopped. It's getting even better. I'm so glad that I keep doing, keep showing up on the videos and everything because I learn
Yeah, keep
everything
the
from you
momentum
guys, and
going.
I really appreciate it. I really
Leo
appreciate
said,
it. You inspire me a lot.
you inspire all of us. All of this stuff is contagious. That's why we share it, right? And your wins create momentum in our business as well. Leo says that we're a company that develops top producers, right? We're a company that develops top producers, top performers, and we're a company that supports top performers, right? So we want to echo that in our organizations as well. Anybody else have a blessing they want to share with the group? How was your week? How was your day? What's a recent win that you've had?
Hey, Vincent, I'll share something. Come on camera here. It's looking crazy. I'm walking my dog right now, but it's my birthday, y'all. See?
Oh my gosh, happy birthday, Rebecca.
Thank you,
We
thank
we,
you.
we missed you in
Happy
San
birthday,
Antonio.
Rebecca. Wishing you all the
Thank you, thank
best.
you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But no, I wanted to share real quick. I had a few new agents come on board. Not necessarily this week, but like in the past couple weeks. And but I'm super grateful. Just wanted to kind of share with everybody because one of them was an agent that had come back to EXP, and then she brought in another new agent with her who's super excited and pumped. She was at our Alliance rally, and like she's so excited to get her business started, and she's super sharp. And then I have another agent that came back to EXP as well. So we have a lot of returning agents, and just makes my heart happy because sometimes when agents leave, you can feel a sense of pain or hurt because you think, man, what did I didn't do enough to help them be successful.
Mhm.
And but everyone has their own journey, and if you maintain those relationships and come from a place of abundance of just wanting to genuinely be there for people, um, that that can turn around. Not always, but it can. So I just focus on being good to other people, and those who were meant to come back, they will. So it's just a happy time where there's a few agents that have come back to XP. So just wanted to share that.
That is huge. Such a huge, incredible tip. And I remember John Makesh. He was a broker that came into EXP, and he had a talk at I don't remember where it was, one of the events. And he was like, I used to be the broker that when an agent left me, like you're dead to me, right? Never talk to you again. That's it, And Rebecca, you're not like that, right? Wish them well, call them every once in a while, find out how they're doing. Do they love it? Is it great?
Exactly. Just be a good friend. be there genuinely for them. Keep inviting them to events. Yeah.
Yeah. And Mario said it before, and Sergio said it before. Like all of this stuff stacks, right? When you go like their stuff and they go see your stuff, and even if there's not interaction there, it softens the blow when you send that invite, right? It's not out of nowhere anymore. All of a sudden you met them before. Did you ever bump into somebody that you've had on social media for a while and you've interacted on social media, only social media, and then you meet them in person and it's all like hugs and you're like your best friends, right? Like this is how we connect now. So lean into it. Rebecca, happy birthday. Any plans today?
Yeah, we're going out for brunch and then later dinner plans. So it's gonna be a fun day with friends.
So awesome. I wish I had you over at San Antonio. Don't miss the next one, okay?
I know. I'll be there next time.
All right, for sure. All right, what else do we have to add here?
Hey, Vincent, it was really nice meeting you when you guys were here. Are you still here in San Antonio?
No, I got back yesterday.
Oh, wonderful, man. Well, it was such an honor. We had a really cool event on Tuesday morning with Leo, Veronica, and Jay. And I loved, you guys keep hearing to the heart of like what we're doing and becoming professional inviters. I invited to our little Tuesday morning event a guy who I've known for a while, who's a small independent broker. He is a flaming a-hole, but he's a business dude. He's a business dude. He's a numbers guy. And he actually came to the morning session and got to hear Leo speak. And he was messaging me last night asking a lot of questions about the model and the opportunities but what does that mean for the broker? And I was like, dude, I don't know half of these answers. Let me connect you on a call with somebody who does. But I loved like what you were saying too. He and I have known each other for 20 plus years. But even though we're in San Antonio, life is busy and, we've stayed connected on social media. And that's where I just sent him that invite and I was like, hey, man, I know he owns a restaurant right around the corner from where we were having our event. And I was like, hey, man, if you're going to be in the neighborhood, come by and check it out. And just, speaks again to that heart of being a professional inviter. And it's not about recruiting. It's about extending that invitation and being able to share. And if it makes sense, cool. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But you never know when it might.
You ever have those events that you're like, afterwards, you're like, I should have shared it with so many more people,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And by the way, I was watching the event. I'm not through with it, but I was watching it right before this call. And Art, your MC skills, absolutely amazing. The way you handled Leo, the way you presented those questions, it was just fantastic. I'd love to see more of that in the future.
I'd love to I'd love to be on the EXPCon stage. Let me know. I'm always ready.
It's gonna happen, and I'll tell you that I don't think there's any other organization, any other group that has more people on stage and develop more leaders than the Global Alliance.
Mm.
All right. And if they know that that's what you want to do, like let them know it. Let them know like this is my superpower and I want to share that superpower and they'll give you the platform to do that. Right?
Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta see that replay. I want some tips from him on emceeing.
Oh, he was so good. He was so good. And Leo was so good too. Like his answers, he went deep and the information was such quality information. I haven't even seen Veronica. I haven't even seen Jay yet, and I'm looking forward to it. But I only hear good things. Okay.
Hey guys, real quick, I'm gonna share
in.
because we got several videographers for the event. We're like, we got to make sure we get everything documented. We got to make sure everything works. And it's funny because hold on, give me a second. It's telling me to turn on video. I'm in the middle of a sauna, guys. So if I scare you, it's not my fault.
Okay.
So it was funny because we were recording, right? And then I feel somebody that gets next to me and they whisper and they're like, man, I don't even do real estate and this is amazing. And I was like, wait, what the heck? And it was the videographer. He's like, this guy's just dropping gems after gems after gems. He's like, this is the best session I've ever been to. And the guy's the videographer for our competitors, for like everybody that you can think about in the real estate game. We just got everybody that we could to come out here and get video, right? But it was nice to hear it from a videographer that really isn't focused on the real estate game, like for business, right? So yeah, he was super like awed about it. He's like, this guy is just dropping gems after gems. He's like, I can't stop recording. And it was just, I was like, dang, that's so badass. Like to hear that and like know we're part of it. And I mean, it was awesome. And then Art running it like that, it was great, guys.
There was this influencer, like an OG. I met him like right when I came in, and he goes, I'm here because my CPA forced me to take a look at EXP, right? And sometimes it's the third party that gets you to open your eyes. And it could be the photographer that talks to one of the other competitors and like, hey, have you seen what they're doing? Like I went to an event, I took a look for myself, and you need to take a look. So you never know where that stuff is going to lead. You expose this. Was it Brent? He was like, look outside of the industry, right? Sometimes the people, and I was speaking with Abel at the mastermind, and he goes, he just hired, I think it was a COO, and he hired him from outside the industry. Because sometimes the people that are in the industry are kind of blinded by all the things that they've experienced and all the things that they expect from the industry. So you never know. Just expose it out to everybody. Yeah, and that was some good stuff. I met Alessandra, and I didn't know that she was a cold call queen. I was very impressed with the numbers that you shared, and we need to highlight that stuff, right? Because we're there to support the top performers. We're there to create the top performers, and you know, and you are one, right? You just need to go
No,
out there.
thank you so much. And something if I can share really quick, there's two people on our team that we have Art and I have been working with a lot, so to increase their cold calling skills. Each of them has gotten either one listing appointment or one listing a week for the past 3 weeks because they're just on the phone. It works. It works. I'm so excited for everyone.
Yeah, it works so well, and we just need to, we need to get you out there. We need to get you on Gap Mastermind. We need to just present you to the world because what you're doing is very special, but what you're doing is very teachable. All right, yeah, it's something that you could develop in other people. All
Yeah,
right,
and it really is all thank you to my coach.
there you go.
Yeah, he's the one that's been on my head the whole time, just showing me, teaching me the ways, and now I'm able to also share it with other agents. So I'm just really proud of all the work we've been doing. But yeah, Vincent, anytime we're here for that. We're here to share our testimony, our experiences, our scripts.
Yeah, we're gonna call you up on that. Okay, I'll call you out on that. Art just drew a line in the sand. Okay, he made a declaration, and the people that do that, I don't bet against them ever, right? Because if you have the 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 gall to go out there and say, "This is what I'm gonna do. This is my promise for today," or "This is my goal." Man, I don't bet against that. And Art says EXP Con cold calling's not dead, right? You want that to be a breakout session? I think you can make that happen. I really do. And EXP wants that. They look for that. Okay. So get on their radar and we'll put you in. And then we're all going to be there to support in that room as well. So excited to have you there. All right, guys. We're talking emotional intelligence. We're talking leadership under pressure. I've seen so many examples of this. And when deals are falling apart, who do you become? When those conversations get tough, what is it like? So in 2026, it's not just, the information that's going to be the edge. It's not just going to be the strategy. It's going to be um, emotional regulation, I think. And that's what we need. We need regulated leaders, and we learn this stuff, right? So emotional, your EQ, that's potentially your competitive edge. Anybody have any comments or experience on where emotional intelligence shows up in our business? I think the first step is understanding how you are under pressure, right? That self-awareness, that should be your first tier. It's the first step to progress is to be aware of where you are. And as leaders, what we need to do is keep our emotions between the lines, so they never go too far into the extreme. What's one thing that we could do? Practical piece of advice. Did you ever get that a response from somebody that we're working with, somebody you're communicating with, and your instant reaction, because you get so heated, is to go after them? A buyer,
I
a
would say we
defensive
would,
agent.
sorry, I would say we would have to regulate our emotions and have empathy and not be so offensive.
So what does that mean?
Um, Basically, well, I had a client that um I I guess he didn't have empathy for my situation, which wasn't really something that I needed to tell him, but I had a funeral and a family member passed away and I told him like, look, I can schedule you on this day at this time to see homes, but I cannot go this day. And he was like, you're just like every other realtor. You just give me the runaround. And
Mm,
I will tell you that I got
mm.
really upset. It hurt. Like, I was like, oh, like, don't be putting me in the pot with all the other ones, like the ones that don't go above and beyond or hold your hand or spoon feed you or help you out. Like, don't do that. Cause I pride myself building my relationships with my clients. So it kind of like upset me and I didn't want to react in an angry way. So what I did tell him was, look, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I had to like take a pause and like control my emotion. And I
Mm.
said, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I will connect you with the proper realtor that can help you. Unfortunately, I cannot at the moment. And he was like, fine, thank you. But I had to like put aside all my emotions, be not just aware, right, of yourself, but regulating my anger, controlling that, and then just having empathy because he was obviously frustrated, even though I was going through something.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? You
So,
said exactly what I was going to point out. It was that you took a little bit of a pause, right? And
yes, I
sometimes
had to.
all it takes is that 90 seconds, because your first reaction when you're boiling over might not be that best reaction, right? So
Correct.
you take 90
Correct.
seconds, you calm down, all right? And then you choose your language. You choose your words. So you could either because words are powerful, right? And that was the context of Leo's entire talk during the mastermind one of his talks was, hey, we need to pay attention to the words that we use. Okay. So change that language. Instead of saying, hey, this is a disaster, say this is solvable or they're impossible. Let's understand their position. Thanks for sharing that. That was really good.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. So a lot of times we run into situations where you know, the people that we're talking to, they get defensive, right? You're thinking about it. We're in agent attraction. And a lot of times everybody kind of want to defend their home. Does that make sense? So your brokerage, if somebody talks bad about my brokerage, it's not going to work for me, right? I'm going to defend them. And yet a lot of people, when they approach agent attraction, it's kind of like, we're better than you. How does that feel? We're better than you. Our splits are better. Our culture's better. Our leadership's better. You guys suck. Does that make people want to
Honestly,
join you? Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you, like, I learned a lot from Mario, and I love him as my team lead. And I will tell you that I don't ever try to defend myself when it comes to my brokerage. I just sit there and be like, okay, we're good. That's fine. You know, I'm not going to sit there and try to sell you or defend myself. I know what I bring to the table. I know what my brokerage brings to the table. Mario teaches us as a team to humble ourselves a lot. So he's a good leader. So we are humble. We are very united. What we bring in our energy, and like Leo said, and Leo, and I think Jay Kinder said it too, we're a tribe. It's not like a family, it's a tribe. We choose to be there for each other. So the way we react and the way we are and the way we get people to come on board with us, they just see us. They just see our vibe. There's no defensiveness. There's no animosity. There's no anger. There's no bashing. There's nothing like that. Just pure humbleness and genuineness. And that's what
Yeah.
I feel that helps us, like, just be set apart from everybody else. So yeah, that's my
So absolutely important, right? And it builds trust and it allows for them to kind of open up to show you what their real pains are. Okay. And so many people spoke about it. It's not about presenting EXP and nonstop EXPing on our people. A lot of these guys are not even talking about EXP in their first conversation, sometimes in their first two conversations. Okay, it's pure discovery. Kim, argue your limitations, and sure enough, they're yours. It's good
And
stuff.
the biggest thing about it too, guys, is I teach my agents that we're looking for the people looking for us. If they
Mhm.
see EXP in a negative way, sometimes it just EXP may not be home for them until they actually see the light. We don't try
Yeah.
to force anybody to join us because just like we force them to join us, somebody else is going to force them to leave us. So we're really looking for people that are looking for us that we can help grow, develop, and if one day they decide to leave, that relationship stays intact because that's what we want as well for them to grow, right? Obviously, I mean, if they grow with us, it's even better because it's the best brokerage on the planet. But we say a lot where it's like, hey, our actions, our numbers, like even seeing the numbers at the mastermind, like it shows we are the best brokerage out there. Like the numbers don't lie. So you could say what you want to say, but thankfully I'm with the brokerage that I don't have to yell and say, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we are, because the numbers show it. I don't have to prove it. They're already there. So looking for people that are
Yes.
looking for us, it'll make your agent attraction a lot easier.
And there's so many agents that are looking for us. You really have to understand that. All right. So just go out there and just just be open. Some of the best people that are doing it right now are doing it intentionally, actually picking up the phone and making the calls. All right. And there's some people that don't. Some people are like, hey, I put myself out there and they're attracted to me and that's working for me. It's great. multiple ways to do it. Pedro, jump on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So when I think of attraction, I think that a lot of people may approach it from a place of selling something.
Hmm.
I don't overcomplicate it. I think of what am I enjoying the most about my journey with EXP, and that's what I share. Because I've been on the other side. I've been that agent that was with teams before that did not believe in companies like this, or maybe I felt that it was not what it is, right? But over time, now I realize. So because I have that background and I can speak to those people that are in the same shoes that I was. I can actually share what I'm experiencing. I don't have to make up anything. I just simply share what EXP has shown me. When I went to EXP Con, I told everyone I couldn't believe that all these big people that I'm meeting, they're having one-on-one private conversations with me and giving me the whole blueprint of their business. Like, who does that? Tell me someone that does that. And it's just come from a place of wanting to help. I'm someone that's pretty much in faith, and in my faith, we always talk about planting seeds. I do the same thing with the EXP. I'm a
Mm.
masterful seed planter, and not from a place of gaining something back, but from a place of really helping people. Like, I'm here, I figured out what medicine is here in real estate, and I just want to make sure that everyone knows. Come and get your EXP COVID vaccine, everybody.
He's farming. He's farming. He's planting seeds, cultivating them, and over time, man, it's gonna be fruitful, right? And it's just about sharing what you love. You go to a good movie, you loved it, you're gonna share it. You experience a good restaurant, catch a good show. Those are the things that you're gonna share. People like to do that. You don't have to force people to do that. It comes naturally. Be smart about it, right? Listen to your people. And there's no need to like sometimes we're so focused on pushing the features and benefits, right? Features and benefits selling. And we waste so much time with that. And you see people's eyes glass over because they're like, that means nothing to me, right? That what you're talking about for the last 15 minutes means absolutely nothing to me. And they're just being kind and staying on with you, right? So be that active listener, understand them, ask questions, and that's it, right? All right. Any questions, concerns? Anybody working on something big? Anybody need help?
So I'll share something, brother. If that's okay.
Please.
Um, Not so much that it's something big, but it's one of those things that for years I was dibbling and dabbling in social media, and when you take on something as a part time, then you get part time results. And I decided that I was gonna go 1,000% in, and that was gonna be everything for me. And this year, to me, it's all about building a successful brand by any means necessary, organically, of course, but that is the focus. And I'm just really excited that I honed in and really figured out what I want to do with my brand. And, I think it's very strategic. It's one of those things that it happens every day. There's some sort of content that goes out, but it's strategic by all means. There's going to be lead generating type of content, and then there's going to be brand type of content that grows my brand, and then there's also attraction content, and it all has a workflow that circles around day by day from Monday through Sunday. Very specific, very intentional with call to actions, very unique things. And it took so long to figure out, but I'll tell you this: when you decide to go all in and actually treat it as this is the way that I'm going to grow, rather than I'll just post a video when I feel like it, or if I catch something, or if I remember. then you're never going to really get that much results of it. And I think it goes to attraction. When people see that you decided to take this on, well, people will gravitate to you and say, "Hey, I see what you're doing. You've been hustling on social media nonstop for 6 months. How do I do that? Can you help me?" And now, the attraction becomes extremely organic because now they're following you rather than you following them.
Yeah, it's the reps, right? You're getting those reps in. It's that consistency instead of the intensity, right? So unfortunately, that's the way I am with social media. I got to work on that. So I'm going to learn from you, Pedro. I'll go to an event and I'll intensely highlight the event, but then my regular day, sometimes you're not seeing me. Okay. And I got to pay attention to it, maybe take it over myself. I've got a lot of, some automation going into my stuff. I'm learning from you guys, right? You're setting a great example. One decision away from success. I like that stuff. You guys are adding good stuff in there. All right. So what are we going to be doing today? Who's got a little promise that they want to put out there, a little declaration? Leo said that your life is the sum total of all your broken promises and kept promises, right? Go out there and put something out there and keep it. What are you going to get done today? Is it JJ? Jump in.
So my promise is I watched Mario's attraction video for here for the last week or week before, and we're actually partners, and he's really fired me up. I'm doing the red circle strategy, meaning every single Friday I'm going to see who's looking at my actual story. And if their circle is red, that means they took a minute out to look at my story, so I take a minute out to look at theirs. And I just respond. And I just respond. Because there's a lot of agents that maybe not know what you're doing or care what you're doing, and that's great. But some of them are taking the time to look to see what you're doing. And if it's something personal in their lives, like this agent just posted that she was in Disney World, I said, "Wow, you guys went to Disney World, congratulations." And we've been talking back and forth. Never talked to this person anymore, but Mario inspired me, and now I'm in conversation. When she gets back on Sunday, we're going to actually set up a coffee together. And it's just from the red circle strategy that Mario talked about. If they post a listing, I say, "Wow, how much is that listing?" Start the conversation. If they post a closing, I tell them congratulations. So it's a little, if they take enough time to look at my story, I'm going to take a minute to look at theirs. And it doesn't take a lot of time, man, and it starts the conversation. And I've taken that from Mario and implemented it, and I'm going to completely do that every single week.
I just took it from you. And I appreciate you sharing that because that's amazing, and I'm going to put that into practice as well. Who else has a little promise they want to declare today?
I do, brother. My promise is, and I've already made it to myself, but I like to put it out there as well because it's important. This is the year for me, brother. I've been doing this for almost 7 years and I've done well. But reality is that I never felt this empowered. And I think it's a lot of things had to heal as well because a lot of times we talk about changing systems or making more calls and this and that. And that is fantastic. But you also need to work on your identity first. And can you heal first? Because a lot of times those things will not stick if you don't believe you can do them. So a lot of those things I've healed already last year. And this year is one of those things that I will build a successful brand. I will be a tractor. I will be successful, not in a sense of I want all the money, but in a sense that I can look at myself in the mirror and said, "Hey, I always knew you were capable of this, and from now on, you can go as far as you want." So I will have a successful brand. So if you guys ever come across my content, I am the San Antonio's real estate reporter, and on social media. and I will grow that, and I will make sure that I give it all, and hopefully empower other people. And I
We
love what
got
JJ said and Mario about the stories. I heard someone say, leaders teach through stories, not through slides. So I'll leave you guys with that.
love that. Appreciate you sharing that, Pedro. And I'm loving all of the promises that we're putting into the chat. It's take them all in, support each other, right? I'm watching you guys, all right, especially the ones that are saying, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to pick up that one buyer. I'm going to get that one client. I'm going to make this many calls." Right? When you hit that, it gives you that momentum to go out there and feel confident in making that next declaration and hitting that too. All right. Art, you raised your hand.
No, I was trying to hit the clap button for Pedro's bomb drop there that leaders teach through stories, not through slides. And I hit the
Yes.
my fat fingers hit the wrong button.
My friend, close us out, man. Close us out.
Man, guys, I love everything that we get to be a part of. April's going to be my 29th year in the business. And I would just tell you guys, if you are new to Global Alliance, new to EXP, or just making sure that your head is staying in the game, this is the place to be, because being around, and I love Vettel said it, and I know you guys have heard it, and all of our amazing leaders say, the rooms you're in matter. And while these might be virtual rooms, these are the rooms that'll help elevate our heads, our hearts, our minds, and help us move forward with those actions when things aren't always the easiest. So be intentional, stay connected, and stay in gratitude, because we are lucky that we get to be here.
That's it, guys. Nobody could have said it better. Guys, Alliance Attractors, over and out. Let's have a great Friday.